We've all heard this advice before, that you become the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, right? And probably at this point in your life, you've heard it so many times that it's almost become cliche to the point that you don't really use it in order to change your friend circle anymore, right? But there's some compelling research and science that I want to share with you guys on why exactly it is so powerful to choose the people that you want to spend time with, right? And so the first key here is a system in your brain that evolved thousands of years ago called the mirror neuron system. And so what the mirror neuron system did was it allowed us to model the behavior of the dominant people in a tribe, right? So for example, if someone learned how to make fire, or how to hunt in a better way, or how to, build a new tool, the mirror neuron system allowed us to model their behavior, to do the same thing, to learn how to make fire as well, right? Because that increased our chance of survival. And so back in the day, it was incredibly adaptive. And still to this day, this system inside of our brain makes us model the behavior of the people we surround ourselves with, right? And this happens, since from the day you're born till the day you die. But it's incredibly easy to see actually. During high school, it's probably the easiest time to notice it, right? Because there's all these different groups, right? There's the athletes, there's the smokers, there's, the lazy ones, there's the, nerds. And I was incredibly lucky in high school, right? Because I was in a group of the athletes and the nerds, right? And I say this in a loving way. They were amazing guys. I love them. And so anyways, our conversations throughout whole high school were about, athletics, about getting faster and stronger and better, right? They were about studying, right? The guys, they're all into science, right? So physics, chemistry, all of that stuff. And all day long, we talk about those things. And I'm not a big guy, and I'm not big into scientific and physics and math, and I'm not big into that. But because I was hanging around the guys, I would pick up things, and they made me a much better student than I would have been if I had, hung around the smokers and, the kids partying every day nearly. And so who you spend time with changes your behavior, changes the conversations you have, it changes your focus, it changes, how you behave throughout the day, right? How you interact with other people, and also, what you do, how you spend your time. And so that's the first key. It changes your behavior. Then the second piece that research has shown of how other people change us is something called emotional contagion. And so what it means is we've become incredibly aware and sensitive to other people's emotions, right? And that used to be adaptive because, back in the day when we used to live in tribes, if you were doing something and you're pissing off the leader of a tribe, he doesn't kill you or kick you out of the tribe. And then your chance of survival will go down to 0. And so what it means is we've become incredibly aware of how other people are feeling around us, right? Was it a positive, they're energetic, they're excited? Or was it a negative and frustrated and, they're just kind of killing the vibe, right? And so, for me personally, one of the hardest 6 weeks of my life was when I was working with this one guy. And he was the most negative person I've ever met in my life. He was complaining. He was, all day long seeing about only the negative things in the world. He was only seeing the negative to whatever happened. And it was one of the hardest times in my life. Even though I was, trying to be positive, I was doing my morning ritual, I was reading positive things. But all day long, I would see this negative guy and it would pull down my energy. I would just feel shitty at the end of the workday, right? And so that's when I realized the importance of hanging around people that make you feel alive, that make you feel energetic and excited and inspired, right? And so choosing that kind of people, that bring positive emotions, that make you feel better about yourself rather than worse, is so powerful. And guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you take away just this quick message that it's so powerful to choose the people that you surround yourself with, to choose people that make you feel amazing, that make you want to step up your game, that make you want to be better at whatever it is that you're trying to do. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the subscribe button below to get more videos on mental mastery, what it takes to live an epic life. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.